All right, so we're going to look at printing student authorization tickets for multiple sessions at once. So if you have, and most of you will, if you have three, let's say two or more sessions, and you just don't want to click on each one individually, you can go ahead and actually click on all the sessions you want to print authorization tickets for. And so here's how you're going to do this. So you're going to go to PA Next. In our case, it's the training. And so to print student authorization tickets for more than one session at once, you're going to go to Testing, then you can go to Sessions. And when you do that, it's still turning. All your sessions are going to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the ones that are not prepared. So let me go to Foreman and let's say Dozat, and let's do Veal at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to print those three at once. And so notice that in Foreman there are 4 students, in Dozat there are 5 students, and in Veal there are 2 students. Okay, all right, very easy to do. So all you do is this. So watch how simple this is. You're going to go to Task, and you're going to go here where it says Generate Test Tickets. So if you could go to Generate Test Tickets, you're going to then go to Start, and when you do that, there are your 3 sessions that you want to print authorization tickets for, and they're already checked off. Notice it says the current selections include 11 test tickets for 3 sessions. For performance reason, this feature is limited to selection of 4,000 or fewer students, which in each of our case, we don't have more than 4,000 students taking this test. All right, and then all you do, go right here, generate test tickets right here. And when you do that, you can do 1 per page. And remember, the students can use, if you do 1 per page, they can use the test ticket, the authorization test ticket, to use as scratch paper. But remember, it must be turned in at the end of testing. All right, so 1 per test day. 1 per page. You could do grid or you can do list. So most of you are going to probably do 1 per page. And when you do that, it downloads it at the bottom, and that's what it looks like. So we'll have Foreman's front page, and then at the top of each page is a student authorization ticket. It'll have the information about the student, and then right here is the username and password. All right. Make sure that the room supervisor and the proctor, whoever's handing out these tickets to the students, are given the correct tickets to the correct students. All right, and here's the other one. So 1 per page. All right, and then you keep on going, and then there's the second one. So the second one I wanted to print, and then there are the tickets. All right, very simple. And then we go to the next one, and so on. Okay, so you may want to do that. You may want to print it this way because it has that front page where you could put a paper clip on all of the front page with the student authorization tickets and give it to the room supervisor the day before testing. I'm sorry, the day of testing. Excuse me, the day of testing. All right, and so let's go back. Let's see. Let's go back. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit task. Exit. Oh, let's go back here where it has generate test tickets. So let's suppose you wanted to do a grid. So let's see what that looks like. So I want to do a grid, and it downloads at the bottom. And then let's see. So this is a grid. So for Foreman, you could cut out each of those. All right. Now remember, when you cut out each of those are little partial pieces of paper, right? You need to make sure that the students at the end of the test session for the day, for that day, you pick up the student authorization ticket. It must be picked up. And at the end of testing, it has to be returned to ACT. So make sure the room supervisor and the proctor collects at the end of testing for that day, they collect the student authorization ticket. At the end of testing, we have to return this back to ACT. And then there's the other one, and then there's the list. Okay, so that's grid. So let's go back and see what the other one looks like. So the other one was list. So let's see what this looks like. So when you go to list, it downloads at the bottom, and there's the list. So the list is like this, like horizontally instead of little boxes. And so you can cut those out. Again, remember, at the end of testing for that day, the authorization tickets have to be picked up. And then at the end of testing, it has to be returned to ACT. All right, so if you just want to, I'm going to go ahead and exit test. If you just wanted to print one, so rather than going to that other process where you go to show students in sessions and control sessions, the purpose of that one, if you only wanted to print a certain number of tickets for individuals rather than all of them, you could go there and do this. That was the one I sent you yesterday. But if you just want to print the whole class, you can do it with one also, because I tried it. So let's go to Veal. So you go to here, generate test tickets, go to start, and then see there's that one session. You're going to print 2 tickets, go and generate test tickets, 1 per page, and there it is. Okay. Now, if for some reason you just want to print from, let's say, Foreman's class, you just wanted to print 1 student. All right. So let's say 1 student is the only one you need to print. Then you have to go here. You're going to have to do this. You have to go here, then go to the task pane, go to show students in sessions and control sessions, then click on Foreman's name right here, and then there's the student. So let's say it's this one I wanted, right? So this one, that's the only one I want to print. So then we're going to go back to right here where it says resources, and you're going to see right here where it says print selected for this session. So when I click on print selected for this session, this is what I have. So for that 1 student, that's the only student that shows up. I can do 1 per page, and the rest is obviously not going to matter because there's no multiple per page. The grid looks like this. The list looks like this. Okay. Now for that one, you're in terms of printing. See, there's no print. It doesn't turn into a PDF. So you have to right-click and print to print this. All right. Okay, so now you know that you can, for multiple classes, let me go back to testing, well, the home page. So for multiple classes, and if you need to print all tickets, you know an easy way to do it is to go to, notice I picked 3, go to generate test tickets, go to start, and then generate test tickets. Okay, and notice it puts it into a PDF. All right, so that is a quick summary of how to print student authorization tickets for multiple test sessions at once, or just for 1 test session. Now, when you do this process for multiple printing student authorization tickets for multiple sessions at once, it prints all of them in that session. Okay. All right, so that's going to end this tutorial.